Greetings, beloved Krystic family. Welcome. This is not going to be a very long video. It's more of just an addressing something that is widely being overrun in the spiritual community, and part of my Krystic human design is to realign us and restore us back to our Krystic way of life. Many of you are here to do this same thing, so it's not just me. If you saw the title, I want to talk about embodiment versus echoing in spiritual teachings and why true spiritual growth requires more than just words. In the spiritual community, there is a difference between embodying the teachings and simply echoing them. Okay, because many people think that repeating high frequency information is the same as being a conduit for it. But this is not the same. It couldn't be further from the Krystic truth. So today we're going to just briefly explore why embodiment is crucial and how to recognize when someone is truly integrated versus when they are simply recycling words. Because there's an unfortunate illusion of echoing versus a reality of embodiment. Echoing is when someone takes spiritual knowledge, whether that be from reading a book or listening to a teacher or even somewhat direct experience, and they are simply repeating it without actually living it. Remember that way showers go the way to show the way. Embodiment is the process of internalizing, activating, and integrating spiritual wisdom so that it becomes a part of your energetic structure. True embodiment can be felt. It carries an encoded frequency of plasma intelligence. That's why I often tell you all, when you're listening to someone, close your eyes and tune in. You will be able to feel that plasma if it is truly embodied. Whereas echoing often just feels intellectual. It feels rehearsed or even forced. If someone is constantly quoting others but never adding their own insight, they're echoing. If a teacher or an influencer who says the right words but don't live the integrity behind them, they're echoing. And there are people that take a course or, like I said, read a book, and suddenly they start presenting themselves as the expert without actually experiencing it. I came upon the Guardian teachings at the end of 2019 when I came back from Maui. None of you became aware of any of that until early 2021, or I would say 2021, I started communicating that, and then 2022 I started even just doing roundtables and all of that stuff. And that was because I just didn't know enough to be speaking about it the way I am now. And the way I'm speaking about it, you can tell that I have taken the time to embody it. Or when you ask me questions, I would just be speaking a bunch of nonsense. So a person who speaks with transmission that activates you on a deeper level, that's embodiment. A teacher who practices what they preach, even when nobody is watching, that's embodiment. When someone is walking the path and shares from direct experience, not from repeating what they've read, that's embodiment. And we need to be mindful of that because echoing lacks true power. Many people think that spiritual teaching belongs to everyone. And while truth is universal, only those who embody it can transmit the full energy behind it. So if you're echoing, it's an illusion of power. It lacks plasma encoding. There's no living frequency in the words. And usually when people do that, it's because they're spiritually bypassing. So they believe they're advanced without actually doing the work. And it creates distortion and misunderstandings, spreading that. Because the words are on repeat without full context. And there's a big difference between a plasma-filled transmission versus empty words. When a person who has embodied what they know, their words carry a charge. They activate, they recalibrate, they heal. When someone is just echoing, their words feel hollow. There's no energetic weight to them. And you need to use your discernment. If you're a teacher, ask yourself, am I sharing from my own embodiment, or am I just repeating what I've heard? Have I fully integrated this knowledge before passing it on? Because there is a responsibility that comes with the title of being a teacher. Not just because you look good on camera or because you've gotten enough people to follow you. You have thousands of subscribers and followers. So now you're just going to sit and pretend to be something that you're not. And I'm not saying that you can never be. But embody it. And if you're a seeker, ask yourself, when you're listening to someone, does this teacher's words feel alive? Or do they feel like they're repeating in circles? Are they asking you to answer questions for them? Is this some intellectual exercise that they're doing? Some mumbo jumbo? You are intelligent beings. Tune in. Ask yourself, can I sense their authenticity beyond what they're saying? Because not everyone who shares spiritual wisdom is intentionally misleading. I'm not saying that. But many are not embodying what they speak about. The spiritual path is about becoming the frequency, not just learning about it. Not just talking about it, being about it. So if you find that you are someone that is echoing and you want to embody, first and foremost, do the work. Don't just talk about it. Allow yourself time to integrate. Just because you learn something today doesn't mean you go teach it tomorrow. Be honest about where you are. Integrity means acknowledging what you have embodied and what you are still working on. It's okay. We don't all need to be on the same level. We don't all need to be moving at the same pace. And another key component, if you want to move from echoing to embodiment, surround yourself with those who embody truth. Surround yourself with those who are embodied, because their presence will help you calibrate. In this world where it's easy to repeat, it's easy to mimic, be one who embodies. True spiritual knowledge is not found in how many words you know how many followers you have, how many people come to your functions. It's found in how deeply you live your truth. Huzzah.
May the eternal Christ flame radiate through you in harmonic balance, and may the highest Krystic order of source aligned light embrace your path in divine right order. Inasha, Kesha, Adonai, Shanti, Kristala, Hasha, Adora, and so it is.